Hello everyone, welcome to Newblood Comminturn 18.2 and 18.3. This time around the CCP has 4 to spend. They will be spending that on 1 mountain infantry, and they will also be doing a recruitment roll at 4 or less. Get that over here where that can be seen, and we'll roll a die at 4 or less. That's a 5, that won't get them any recruitment, but they will place their mountain infantry that they bought right over here underneath the stack of mountain infantry in Shinsi. Okay, now on to the Russian turn. The Russians will do tech rolls. They had, well, let's see. First of all, they had 65 to spend. They will be buying 2 Katyushas, 2 T-34s, 2 Elite Airborne for 6, 2 jets for 24, 1 tactical bomber for 11, and 1 anti-aircraft artillery for 4, spending the entirety of their 65 they had to spend. And we will do some tech rolls for the Russians now. All right, start off with, there's a 7 or better for radar. And that's a 4, that's a fail. No good on the radar. Heavy bombers at 9 or better. 11, heavy bombers will move up. Find heavy bombers on the chart here. Heavy strategic bombers, that will move up to stage 2. Alrighty then. Next on the list is improved logistics at 9 or better. That's a 1. That's a big fail. And since everybody forgot me last turn, means I get to roll my bonus tech and my regular tech, and I'm going to roll both of those for they can't take place in the same turn, but they can take place in 2 different turns, and these are 2 different turns for strategic rockets at 9 or better. A 12 and a 6, so strategic rockets will move to stage 1 for me. Stage 1 on strategic rockets. All right, now we'll flip it over here for combat. If I can not destroy the world and see everything we're going for. Combat moves. These ships they're all German ships now, and away they go. They're in port over here. I didn't take the time to move them off the map where they needed to be, but that's where they are. The heavy air transport flying from the air base in Leningrad. And tanks are falling off a stack. So I mean, you get chips stacked too high when tanks start falling off stacks. We'll be flying 1, 2, 3, picking up these guys. 4, dropping them off in southern Norway. And then going 5, 6, and 7, landing, well, let's see. 5, 6, 7. I have long-range aircraft and an airfield, so I can land him back in Leningrad, which is what I'll do. Okay, so these 2 guys are attacking into southern Norway. These gentlemen here, 2 infantry and an artillery, will be attacking into northern Norway, along with a tactical which will be flying 1, 2, 3, and through the miracles of along with a fighter, the miracles of long-range aircraft and an airfield. In that territory, he will have space to fly back. Those are the 2 combats for this round. So I'll swip it over here to the dice tray and roll some dice. Let's see here. 2 at 3. 2 at 3. And I got 1 hit, which was all I needed against that infantry. And the infantry will also get a return shot at 4. And that's a 7, so he missed. So the infantry goes away. Southern Norway, and it's 1 IPP fall to the Russians. And up here in northern Norway, I've got 2 infantry, 1 infantry at attacking in the mountains at a 1. That's a miss. First strike artillery at a 2. That's a miss. Tactical bomber at a 7 or less. That's a miss. And a fighter at a 6 or less. And that's a miss. Everybody missed. So all misses. And now we've got a militia at a 2 defending. And that's a 9. Thank goodness that's a miss. So back to the infantry at a 2. Miss. Artillery at a 2. Miss. Fighter at a 6. Hit. And tactical bomber at a 7 or less. Miss. So I did get 1 hit with the fighter. Thank gosh. I also need to roll 1 infantry at a 1. Which she got 2 1s, but that doesn't count. So, alright, and the militia defending at a 2. And that's a 5, that's a miss. So northern Norway and its 1 IPP also fall to the Russian advance. Aircraft will fly back to where they came. Back to Leningrad. I will get a roundel here in a minute and put a roundel there and there. Norwegians at Trondelag, the 1 militia unit, I believe those will go British, if I am not mistaken. And I will place units now. I think that's everywhere I'm going to place a unit. You have 2 Elite Airborne, 2 T-34s, 2 Katyushas, 2 jets, an anti-aircraft, and a tactical bomber. Okay, what I believed I was going to do, I'm going to place the tactical bomber down here in Stalingrad. I'm going to place the anti-aircraft battery here in Norrland. The 2 Elite Airborne I'm going to place in Leningrad. I'll also be placing a jet fighter in Moscow. A jet fighter. Oh, well, I forgot some non-combat moves. But I will go ahead and place the jet fighter in Orel-Kursk. And the 2 Katyushas, I should just chip that out. Add to the Katyusha stack in Stalingrad. And also add to the 1 more gray chip's what I need. There one is. T-34 stack in Stalingrad. Okay. I was going to make a couple non-combat moves, but I didn't do that before place units, so I won't. So this time around, the Russians will be collecting 60 base income, and their 3 bonus for the city bonus will be added on top of that. So they should have 63 to spend next turn, plus the 3 Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact bonus dollars, provided the peace is maintained, and as far as I know it will be. At least it will be on my end, unless someone, does something drastic. This is Mark signing off. See you later.